first. Let's solve. This is indices, of course. We have 3 raised to the power of x plus 3 raised to the power of 0 equals 20. We want to get the value of x. It's actually equation, Indica equation. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So if you look at this, we have 3 raised to the power of x. We have 3 raised to the power of 0. Okay? If you are to use one of the rules of indices, we state that when you have a raised to the power of b plus a raised to the power of c, okay? When you have this, you are to multiply their powers, okay? And you have a raised to the power of bc. B times this will give us this. But in this case, if you try it, you have this 0 times x will give us 0 because anything multiplied by x, by 0, will give us 0. So we're not going to do that. So what we're simply going to do is to apply one of the rules of indices also, which says that any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. That is what we'll be using. So what we have here now becomes 3 raised to the power of x plus 3 raised to the power of 0 will give us 1. Then we equate it to 28. So that is it now. Now we collect like terms before we simplify it further. So what we do comes we add reciprocal plus 1 to both sides of the equation. And we have 3 raised to the power of x plus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 is reciprocal plus 1 equals 28 minus 1. Okay, this positive 1 and negative 1 will go. We have 3x raised to the power of x equals to 27. 28 minus 1 will give us 27. Okay, and at this point, we put them in the same page. All right, we can remember that 27 is the same thing as 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. Then we raise it, make it the indices, and it becomes 3 raised to the power of, how many 3's do we have? 1, 2, 3. Raised to the power of 3. So in place of 27, we get this written. Okay, so what we have now, we can put it in bracket, of course. So what we have now becomes 3 raised to the power of x equal to 3 raised to the power of 3. Okay, place of 27. And at this point, the basis we go, we have this and this go. So we have our x to simply be 3. And that is how it is simplified difference. Okay.